So were you a good child at school? Were you a rogue?
I would say a lovable rogue.
Lovable
You
rogue.
know, I got into some mischief, right? Like all sort of kids do, really. It's a learning process. But I learned the hard way, and that was with magic mushrooms. So a few friends of ours heard on the grapevine that picking these mushrooms from this field, which we all knew where the field was, you go on this incredible hallucination trip where it is just remarkable. Anyway, I was sold a dream, and I was like, I need a bit of that in my life. So anyway, off we went to this field, and we started picking all sorts of mushrooms, and I'm thinking, I'm sure these aren't even the same, but just pick every mushroom you see, not knowing, and half of them were death caps. That's what they were called. I found that out the hard way after.
How old were you then?
I think I was about 14.
Right.
So we picked all these mushrooms, we boiled the mushrooms, we made cups of tea, and I was just slurping cups of tea after cups of tea. Zero, nothing happened. I thought, what's this mushrooms all about? They ain't no good to me. Don't even do anything. And I was walking to my friend's house, and then bang! Cool, I didn't feel very well. And I started to see things like shoot past me, and like I felt like I was running like Usain Bolt, high speed, flat out. Had to grab hold of the lamppost. I was spun around the lamppost. This was all like hallucination, which I thought I was doing. And then I felt ill, and I was like, bloody hell, this is going to be a nightmare. And I got to my best mate's house, and I was meant to be staying there the night. I said to Sue, I need to go home, I'm not very well. She's like, okay, no worries, I'll take you home. I said, Russ, he was on another complete trip to me. He was off his nut, like proper, like going berserk in the house. I thought, I need to get away from this, I'm ill. So I went home, and this was maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. So Dad was still awake watching Mad Max, the film.
Right.
And I remember he said, oh yeah, come in. So he's making a fuss of me because he thought I was ill. Sat down, and then I started listening to the TV, and it was like, like, I couldn't understand the language. I thought, what's he watching there? So I said, Dad, what are you up to watching that like language? And now, what's that language? He said, mate, it's Mad Max. What are you on about? And I was thinking, and I was obviously still like on this trip thing, and I was like, oh my man. So I was like, I need to go to bed. This is dangerous. So I said, I'm going to bed, Dad. And as I laid in bed, as I was breathing in, the walls were like, and I was like, this is crazy. I need to get. And then all I heard, right, was my dad shouting downstairs, and we had this the phone on the wall. At them days, it was just like attached to the wall, and I heard my dad slam the phone that hard it broke off the wall. So I knew something kind of has happened. I could hear him coming up the stairs, but I was thinking, oh, please be a trip. And my dad nearly kicked the door down, hard entry, and was like, tell me now what is going on, because Russell's going berserk. He's diving down the stairs head first. They know this ain't right. Something serious is going on. And I was like, oh, what? I took magic mushrooms, Dad. And I could see his veins coming out of his neck as if he was going to kill me. Anyway, my mum, Russell, and his parents picked me up. My mum came in the back of the car with me. My dad couldn't face coming with me to the hospital. And we actually went to the Aldershot military hospital years ago.
Yeah.
And we sat there, and the doctor came out and said, right, the only way to flush it out your system is to drink charcoal. And honestly, it was charcoal. Couldn't believe it. It was in them white little cups, polystyrene cups, whatever they are. And they poured this black charcoal mixed with water, and you could hear it go as it was filling up with this cup. And then that was it. I had to hold my nose and just drink. But I got it down me, but my best mate was struggling, and he was just being sick on the floor. But you had to keep it down. So we had to stay in hospital until he could keep at least a litre in his system. But like I said, look, we're all entitled to make some mistakes, and as long as you learn and grow by that. And I was young and naive, but it taught me a lesson for sure.